Okay, so with my group, we worked on a workshop on artificial intelligence. So to present the people here, we have Sophia, Simone, Jan, Dennis, Nele, Francesco, Mattia, and Lucien, and I, Chiara. What did we work on? We worked on the technological implications of AI in our society nowadays and in the future. Oh, okay. So for the introduction, we will be having separate themes with the presentation of the AI concepts, the use of artificial intelligence, so these concepts in our day-to-day lives, and lastly, we will be working on, we will be answering the question, what impact on our future does AI have, and do we think that AI governance is feasible? I will now be passing the mic to Francesco.
First, what is AI? Because a lot of people, like you, say what is AI and they answer ChatGPT, Gemini, but they don't really understand that artificial intelligence isn't just the chatbot who answers your question, but it's a replication of the human brain. I mean, they are trying to replicate the human brain because they didn't succeed in that. So artificial intelligence is the replication of the human brain, and there are a lot of aspects in which the artificial intelligence is being used nowadays. For example, in the generative AI, which is like the chatbot ChatGPT that we all know. And there are a lot of methods on which the AI is trained. So, for example, we will speak about machine learning, deep learning, and the foundation model. Like, this is a cheat from a video that we saw, which says that AI is basically trying to simulate with a computer something that would match or exceed human intelligence, because today, like, to evolve in the technological aspect of our society, everyone, we need AI. We can just say AI has some non-unethical aspects, so just destroy AI because we need it. Is something which is related to the evolution of our society, and but the ethical aspect is not our main problem. And so, first of all, artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is not something which was born like 2 years ago, 5 years ago. It's something which is in our society like from 1950. And as I said, it's not only the chatbot. So, for example, if I say the facial recognition of the iPhone or a phone in general, this is artificial intelligence, which is an algorithm which tries to, by memorizing some facial traits, tries to see if the person in front of the phone is the one which can have access to that. Also, the WhatsApp test advisor, so when you type like a word and WhatsApp says maybe you want to write this then after. Of course, Gemini, ChatGPT, all the OpenAIs and other societies chatbots, but all of that are artificial intelligence, and they are very various type of artificial intelligence. So, first of all, we will speak about machine learning. So, how something which is unconscious can learn something, because nowadays artificial intelligence doesn't think as we said so before. Artificial intelligence doesn't understand what it is saying to us. But using some particular methods, we can train these machines to think like us and give us answers more and more precise. So, machine learning is one of the methods. Basically is trying to understand patterns, because AI is really good at it. So if you give AI a pattern, a lot of patterns, it tries to understand what is the pattern, and also it is very good at looking and spot outliners. So if you give something which broke the sequences of the patterns, AI is also good at recognizing that broken sequence and give a correct answer even if there is something which it doesn't understand. And using that method, we can like have our text when we ask ChatGPT like to give us an essay. It used this pattern of like he knows the patterns of the language he used, and he give us the answer. But I will speak about another one will speak about it. I'm passing the phone to Matti.
Yep. Okay, now we are gonna talk about two fascinating concepts shaping the future of technology: deep learning and foundation models. Deep learning is a branch of machine learning (ML) that mimics the human brain by using artificial neural networks. These networks work like human brain. They consist of layers that process and transform data, allowing machines to learn patterns, make predictions, and also generate creative output. And thanks to deep learning, we have witnessed incredible breakthroughs such as self-driving vehicles or facial recognition and voice assistant. Deep learning's power lies in its ability to learn from a vast amount of data, and it's improve its performance over time, so it's always improving.
No, it works.
Okay. Now let's talk about. Now let's talk about foundation models. These are large and pre-trained models that understand and generate text, images, codes, and more. The one that I think everyone knows is ChatGPT, for instance. And these models are called foundation models because they are the base for solving a wide range of tasks. So, in summary, deep learning and foundation models aren't just tools, but they are part of a technological revolution that is changing the way that we are used to see and interact with the world. So I'm passing the phone to Simone.
Now we are talking about the generative AI, probably one of the most famous AI that we know. Generative AI is a part of AI enable the creation of content such as text, images, or codes, for example, by analyzing a large amount of data and patterns. In Gen AI we can find the foundation model, the one that Mattia said, and the large language model. Large language model are trained with various database of text such as books or conversation, and thanks to this training they can understand the context of the of our phrases. With the large language model, they process data and generate different type of results, such as I said, images, text, or something else. Another important feature of generative AI are deepfakes. Deepfakes are visual content manipulated to look real, as the one that Anthony used during the first lesson. And using the AI algorithm, they can change faces on video or emotions on images, and everything looks real. Now I'm passing the microphone to Lucian.
Okay, so now we will be talking about the different field of application of the AI. So I'll speak about the field of healthcare and how does AI could help or improve healthcare. So AI could be very helpful and has several applications of AI in healthcare. For example, it could help to research disease like cancer or heart disease by analyzing like blood or images of a radio or MRI, and AI will find out those cancer or diseases that maybe sometimes doctor doesn't recognize. So it will be accelerated the processes of discovery of problems of health. It will also help us to discover new drugs or vaccine. For example, it could try a lot of molecules on bacteria or on cancer cells just by simulate it on a computer. So it would be accelerate this process. So like maybe in 2 days you could have a vaccine instead of sometimes more than 5 years of research. So it will significantly improve and accelerate those process. But there's also cons. For example, the AI needs to be very trained on a lot of data, so we don't know which data we can use to train AI. If we have to take data from a real patient, but we don't know if those data will be anonymous or not, public or not, or also like ethical also a question. AI could also made a lot of mistake, and it still remained a major error. So we have to be careful, and we always need a human inspector, like a doctor, who will validate or not decisions that AI made. And there's also the question of the storage of the data. Where will we stock this data? How and who could access to those data? And now I'm passing the phone to Sophia. Thanks.
Thanks, Michel. So now we'll cover the positive aspects of Neuralinks brain chip. I think you've heard about it. Have you?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So I'm going to pass a video that explains the benefits that the brain chip could have on disabled people and on paralyzed people, and then we'll cover later in our third part the consequences of such an implant on our brains.
It's produced in the world by up to 7%, which is a lot if you look at how much the world produces. And 60% of tasks in administration and 44% of legal professions could be automated by AI. Now I'm passing the microphone to Dennis.
Thank you. Now I'm going to talk about how AI will also lower the wages of a lot of workers that might keep their job but will earn a lot less money. because AI will of course make a lot of hard skills that people learned or studied unnecessary, because AI can take everything over. One good example from the past is, for example, taxi drivers used to know like every street of their town, or like just have a very good orientation, which is now almost useless because we have navigation systems, and there could be a lot other developments that could be similar. And of course, skills that can be taken over by AI or partially taken over by AI will of course be a lot less, be worth a lot less money. But AI could also create new jobs. For example, there will of course be people that have to develop AI or do other things like managing AI. So it will also create jobs, but it will very probably destroy a lot more jobs than it will create new ones. So yeah, and now I'm passing the microphone to.
Okay, so now we're moving on to the topic of warfare. So as you all know, warfare is a very sensitive issue, especially nowadays because there are a lot of political tensions in the world. And our topic is very recent, very topical, because what is AI, what is the role of artificial intelligence going to be? As we all know already, AI has evolved a lot in the past years, significantly, and for instance, it has enabled military devices. So, for example, in the US artificial intelligence that is named Project Maven is being used to locate targets in the Middle East using an algorithm. So, at what cost does this technology come? What are the benefits? What are the negative aspects? This is something Nina will be answering.
The pros are that there is no human intervention, so there's no psychological burden, because the robot shoots them and there's less pain while dying because the robots have more precision. But on the other hand, the cons are that there is a lot of ethical reasoning and that there is an accuracy loss with time due to faulty data, and there is no regulation yet. The integration of AI and microchips could also lead to brain control or brainwashing.
Okay, I think that we have finished. If you have any another part, sorry, my mistake.
Okay.
Last part.
So, I'm going to be fast. We're going to talk about the impact of all the progress that AI has brought in our future. So we all know that AI evolved a lot throughout the recent years, and you can see the curve of its evolution. And actually, in our current times, just with the Turing test that the ethic groups has presented, we're not even able, as humans, to determine whether we're talking to an AI or a human. And it's going to go to a point even further where ASI, Artificial Superintelligence, is planned to happen in 2029 by Ray Kurzweil. He predicted that the point of singularity, where basically AI surpasses human intelligence, could happen in 2029. So it raises safety concerns because such an AI that would surpass human intelligence could make decisions for us that could be better for our future. So should Singularity AI mean AI governance, and a society where AI basically controls everything because it became so smart that it knows what's best for us. So now we're talking about misalignments. If you can just, thank you. So the alignment problem, it's basically a process where AI, while respecting the prompts that we submitted to it, comes up with biased outputs that can be harmful or inaccurate and that are not aligned with the creator's meaning. A perfect illustration of the misalignment could be the paperclip game maximizer. Can you switch the, thank you. The paperclip game, so basically it's just a web page that presents like that. It's a tycoon game. In this game, the player embodies an AI whose sole purpose is to maximize paperclip production. So at first, the player can only optimize basic statistics, such as the resources level of wire here, and see the price and all the numbers related to basic paperclip production, so like nothing crazy. As the AI becomes more efficient, as the player advances through the game, it begins seeing humans are obstacles to its objective. His only goal is to produce as many paperclips as it can, so we therefore represent a threat, because we could use the resources AI needs to build paperclip for our own needs, because we could use it to like build buildings or anything. And more importantly, humans are made out of atoms, and atoms could be used to produce paperclips. So can you switch the slide? Thank you. So this simple optimization game after hours becomes saturated with complex variables such as war drones to control and kill humans, to exploit the whole potential of their resources just to build paperclips, just to fully maximize the paperclip income, just because it's obeying to a prompt. So AI doesn't need to be coded with evil intentions to reach that level of dystopian future. So now, we'll show you a video, but before, we just all want you to think about what you've learned and all the consequences of AI before watching it, and try to apply what's happening to the battle to our world.